it's your girl Brittany back with another video. Today's video is a vlog based, and I have a 5-week-old here with me, my new baby girl Riel. This is, I think, her first appearance in a video, and yes, I'm whispering because it is like 11 o'clock, 11:30 in the morning. She just woke up and I'm trying out my different carriers. I've been using the MOBY carrier and I like it, but I just don't like how long it takes to put on. So right now I have this with my 2 other daughters, and it's the BOPPY. I just have this tied weird right now, but I forgot how much I actually like this one because it gives off the firm feeling but also the soft feeling for her. So no complaints there. My camera is about to die, so I'm going to just be doing some little light chores, and then I will be coming on with my camera. I'm going to charge with my phone. I'm going to charge this, and then I'll come back on this view later. As my camera is charging, I'm letting you guys know what I'm trying to tackle today, and that is cleaning out some of my old clothes that I no longer can fit, because I just can't fit them anymore. I was at 175 after my last day of pregnancy before I delivered, and now I went to the doctor for my 6-week checkup yesterday, and I am 156. So my clothes are just like all in that middle ground where they don't fit, and I'm like, just get rid of them. I'm tired of them. I'm trying to do a deep spring clean today, so we'll see. I mean, not deep, as deep as I can go with a newborn. So I'm back. So I ended up cleaning out a little bit of my closet. It is now 12:30, so it's been about an hour since I came on, first recorded the intro. I am changing Riel's diaper and out in the living room, which is a mess right now, but they're about to clean up, and I'm about to finish getting some things done in the bedroom with my clothes. She did pretty good nursing last night, so I want to insert her schedule that she was on last night. She hasn't eaten since. What I do, I just try to put down in my phone in my notes every time that she last ate. So she last ate at 9:30, and it is now 12:30. So it's been 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours, and I'm trying to kind of keep her stretched. I know with breastfeeding you kind of go on demand, but her stomach was really full and kind of distended the last time we took her for her month visit at the doctor. So he challenged me to just kind of stretch out her feedings a little bit more, because I was kind of just really on demand feeding her, and that's why she's fussing now, because she's hungry. But and normally what I do, I just feed her on one boob, and hi. I normally feed her on just one boob, and then I haka the other boob and put that in my Dr. Brown's pitcher for the day, and just at the end of the day I'll freeze what's in the Dr. Brown's pitcher, or if it's not a lot in there, if I skipped a couple of haka sessions, then what I'll do is just keep that Dr. Brown's pitcher for over like 3 days, because you can keep it in the fridge for 5 days, and then I freeze that Dr. Brown's pitcher into individual bags. So, and I built up a little supply, which I'll also show. This is just a day in the life of a breastfeeding mom with a 5-week-old. She will be 6 weeks on Thursday.
Hello, my name is Riley, and
she thinks she's a vlogger too whenever I pull out the camera. That's what she does. So I'm back, and Riel is napping, and my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old is napping as well. They take a nap at 3 o'clock. It is now like probably 4:15. I don't have my phone with me, but yeah, I just put some clothes in the wash and just kind of cleaned up, tidied up, and I'm just gonna talk a little bit about how my breastfeeding journey has been going. Yes, I'm whispering. My daughter has the weirdest obsession with sleeping in the kitchen. with the vent fan from the microwave one. Like, isn't that so weird? But I think it's just like how loud it radiates through the kitchen and things. Like, it's almost like the one in the bathroom, the vent fan. And then we use the hatch. So at nighttime, I tried to simulate that noise, which the best one on there is the washer and dryer. Right now, I'm using the Spectra C, or the pink Spectra breast pump, which I absolutely like. And it has like a light on it at the top, 2 different settings, and I really like it. Now, I did just see yesterday that the blue one doesn't have to be plugged in, so I'm kind of salty that I did not get that one. My insurance covered this one, so I wonder would they would have covered the blue, but that's interesting. She's been waking up in nursing every 2 hours, kind of exact, which makes me think she's going through a growth spurt or something. She normally would stretch like maybe 3 hours, or like she'll do like a 4-hour stretch or things like that. But right now she's like waking up at 2 hours on the dot to nurse. Or like if she's up, she'll start really getting antsy right around the, like, say if I fed at 9:30, she'll wake up right at 12:30. That's what she's doing right now. Into spring, I started decluttering the closet, which I showed you guys earlier, and I did finish the closet portion. So now I'm just gonna go through my drawers. I ended up folding a load of clothes right here. The best feeling ever. She's very reflexy, she's very gassy, so she really does not like, when she wakes up, we have to carry her most around of the time, which is not the best thing to do, but we're used to it because my second daughter was like that, so we kind of are used to that. We have 3 different carriers. We have the BOPPY carrier, which I had on this morning, the MOBY, and the LILLE carrier, which I'll insert pictures, and let's just say they are my lifesavers, all of them. Like, each serves a different purpose. The MOBY is very like chill and soft, and you can kind of wrap her head laying to the side. The BOPPY is very soft, but it's more heavy duty, and the LILLE is like if you're going outdoors and you want a little bit of a backpack feeling, that's what that one feels like. Yeah, so I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna add in some different things. Tonight's dinner is going to be chicken legs, rice, and cornbread and a vegetable. So as the girls are sleeping and she's in the kitchen, I'm not gonna do that right now, but I'll probably get that started in like another hour and a half. I do have a teledoc appointment for Rio at 4:40, so I'm about to do that really quick with the doctor, because she has eczema really bad on her face. Now, I don't know if it's from the detergent, because we were using Dreft, and then we switched to the Walmart brand, which is a hypoallergenic brand. But our mothers, my husband's mom and my mom, were both just saying today that we should pretty much just switch to all or 7th generation. I want to switch to free and clear 7th generation, because I had heard a lot of things about soaps causing cancers and different things. So I wanted to try out the 7th generation. Let me know if you tried that. I don't know if he's gonna say because of her face it's scabbing over really bad and it just looks really bright and painful and itchy. I just don't know if it's the soap causing that or it's just general eczema. We got a couple things going on, so I'm just gonna make sure that I can get those done while the girls are sleeping, and I will be back on here if anything interesting is going on. So I'm back, and it is now 5:37, and I am getting ready to cook dinner. Riel has woken up. We just had her doctor's appointment over the phone. Say hey! And we had that, so they just prescribed us something for her face, a topical, to go ahead and put on it. The girls have woken up from their nap. I tried to use this weekly planner that I got from Amazon. I ended up switching the days, and this is for like to-do list of May. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that. This is just our time where we're getting ready for dinner, bedtime. The girls are, Riel's not getting a bath tonight. She had one yesterday. I typically like to give her one every 2 days, every 1 to 2 days. And I don't typically pump until the evening. I pump like 1 time a day because I nurse every 2 hours. So that's just what kind of works for me right now. I do have a deep freezer in the garage, so that is pretty much where I store those. And these are just the bags we use. I think these are just like a Walmart brand or something, actually from Amazon. I don't actually know what brand those are. I can look at the name of them. And then I still have some of the Lancino bags. This is the bag that they're in, and you can split it down the middle and just pull them out like tissue. In my bags, I don't really know fully how many bags I have saved right now, but I have a decent amount. And then this is my little station here. So we have all of the things that I use the most. Try to keep it as organized as possible. I do like that it spins. And then this is where I put the dirty pieces, which I have to put soap in and wash before the night is over, and then I'll hang them to dry. I typically do the sterilization like every other day. My husband pretty much does that. This was some formula that I had tried to play with to see how full she was going to get off of it, but it just didn't work. So I mean, it didn't do what I thought it would do, and I just wanted to see how long she was lasting for formula versus breast milk. Because originally I was not planning to breastfeed Rio this time, because I did breastfeed for 2 years exclusively, no pumping, with my second daughter, and it drained me. But this time I think I'm gonna go for about 6 months, and we'll see where we're at from there. This right here is our it's a sterilizer. Well, it has hot water, so it basically can get up to 158 degrees. And you pour the infant drinking water in the top, and then you have to clean that water out every 2 weeks. That's what it says. I do it about every week. This is pretty much if you were using formula though. So I use it now, like if I'm trying to heat up a bottle, like a breast milk bottle, where my husband is, then you can just put some of this water in a cup and then just put the bottle in there and it heats it up. And we use the Tomo bottles right now. I kind of like these bottles, but I actually like Dr. Brown's better, which, you know, the Dr. Brown's nipple is shaped like this, but Tomo, their nipples are shaped like this. And personally, I think this does look like a nipple more, like a breast more than Dr. Brown's, but I feel like it's such a wide grip for a newborn to have. But it's just kind of like whatever they get used to first. So that's my opinion on those things. But I'm gonna go ahead and get dinner started, and I will be back shortly once I kind of get her off my chest and everything. So also, I forgot to tell you guys about the pitcher method. So this is my Dr. Brown's pitcher that I got from Amazon. I actually have a video that I will link below on this, how to make formula in that, from my last pregnancy. So this is pretty much what I do. This is from this morning. It's like 4 ounces of milk in there so far, and it does have a spinner, so you can, like, if you were making formula in here, you could just mix it, and it's super helpful. I swear by it with all my children. This is the Haka, which is pretty much how I collect from my opposite side boob every time I pump, or every time I nurse, I'm sorry. And then, like, she only really likes to nurse from one side, and it's pretty satisfied. So I will just grab my Haka and put it on my opposite side. And this is like from this morning. I forgot it was in the fridge actually. It's like almost right at 3 ounces. The fat has settled at the top, so I'm just gonna pour it on into here. I know some people recommend probably not doing that because certain milk from the day is like more geared towards the night versus not, but it's what works for us. So I simply just open it up and I just pour in. I like to, oh shoot, I just spilled some milk. I like to like squeeze it together and get the fat off the sides first, because that is the good stuff. And I'll just dump it in there. I think I have another bag from the other day that I'm actually, and I lock it and put it back in the fridge. I make sure that I put the maca in the fridge in order for it to get cold before I pour it into this cold mix. So you don't want to mix hot, you don't want to mix like warm milk from your boob, right straight from your boob, into cold breast milk. So I'm back. It is now 6:56. I have finished pretty much the majority of dinner. I have my last batch of wings in the air fryer. These are the first. I need to actually flip these in a second. If you haven't tried like full wings in the air fryer, I will link, or I will add in the recipe that I use for this, which my sister gave me, and when I tell you guys, they're so good and they crisp so good. Like, listen to that. That's a crisp already. You just flip them at the 15-minute mark, and I'll link in or add in the picture of the recipe. But besides that point, I just made chicken, like I said, and some rice is on the stove. And then also, I have a trick for cornbread. It's just regular Jiffy cornbread today. But if you cook it in this pan, which I'm going to show you, these have about 30 minutes left. I'm doing this with one hand, so bear with me. And she is still asleep, but she will be waking up pretty soon. I just made some rice, and I made it in the pot, not the rice cooker. Which, I don't know why our generation has such trouble cooking rice, but I kind of mastered mine now. But if you're cooking cornbread, get one of like the baking pans and put it in there. And I just use the skinny one because it makes the slices come out like pound cake. And when I tell you top tier, it's top tier. And it doesn't like burn on the edge or anything. You can keep it in there longer than the original time because the edges, like, it's not gonna burn around the edges. So I just put you hip. Let me know in the comments if you try it. But yeah, so we're about to eat dinner. We're waiting for my husband to get home. They'll get a bath. And yeah, so this is pretty much my day, what it consists of. I heard another person, and I'm always swaying because she's still asleep, but she likes movement. I went by the rule, eat, play, sleep. So when she gets up, she'll eat, she'll play for a little bit, and then she'll go back to sleep. So the play portion is maybe around like 30 minutes, maybe tops like 25 sometimes 30 to 40, just depending on like how long she slept. If it was a shorter nap, she'll like go back to sleep quicker. So the play time will probably only be like 20 minutes. So if you're a new mom and you're looking for like some like what to do throughout the day, I just put her in the swing. I look at her, I talk to her, kind of just let the girls get in her face. I look at some books, do some tummy time, change her diaper, and by that time it's time to put her down again, or she's like ready to be rocked to sleep. Like I said, this button is her favorite right now. Vent fan, as you can hear, that's the loud setting. So I'm so used to it now that I really wouldn't even notice that it's on. So we have finished dinner and we're giving the little baby a little bit of some tummy time. You gonna lift up, Riel? She just ate about maybe 40 minutes ago, so she's trying to, looks like she's just chilling right about now. nursing. It is 10:52 and it's really late for us, but we're up and she's about to go to sleep, hopefully for the last stretch. She's iffy with her pacifiers right now. You kind of have to hold them in her mouth and she has to be like wanting to suck, so it kind of gives her that time to like extend her feeds out a little bit more. So she's gonna get a little tired. Also, I could go walk in the kitchen and like put on that vent fan that I was saying. Everybody is about to go down. It's a late night for us, so that's why we're up super late, but she is on her way. When she gets that harsh stare like that, that means she's on her way to go to sleep. So let's hope this process isn't too long.